Hi guys, welcome back to the Vinyl Vault. Today I am going to be going through my record collection. I know Tim a while back posted a video going through his collection, so I think it's about time I go through mine. Mine's very small, so mine is kind of split up into two sections here. Might as well get right into it, right? This first section here is stuff I listen to regularly, like all the time, most of the time. This second section is actually a lot of my dad's collection. I listen to some of it, not all of it, but I keep his in my collection because he was really the main reason why I even started one in the first place. So I'll be going through both. So starting with the ones I listen to regularly. Ooh, we got a visitor. Oh. So they're in no particular order. I try to keep the bands together, at least on this side. But yeah, so we'll start on this side here. So, starting with Black Sabbath, I have Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath. Great album. And then Volume 4. Those are the only two Black Sabbath albums I have. I do want to get more. Like, I want to get Master of Reality. I want to get Paranoid. So I will be expanding on the Black Sabbath collection there. Moving on to St. Vincent. I do not have all of St. Vincent's records. I would like to eventually. But I have St. Vincent by St. Vincent. This is probably my favorite album of hers. Very cool. If you have not listened to this, you need to listen to it right now. Amazing. We have Seduction, which I got in this cool deluxe package with the pink vinyl. I'm pretty sure I shared this in another video. So this one's really cool. It comes with a little booklet that has, I think, lyrics and a lot of artwork. Very cool stuff. It came with a poster and it came with like some stickers. So yeah, this was just a really neat package. I'm so glad I got this. I also love Seduction. And I have St. Vincent Strange Mercy, which is actually, I feel like, an underrated album of hers. I really enjoy this one. It has, like, it's more of like a low-key album. I really enjoy this album. It's really nice to listen to. This was my first St. Vincent album that I actually bought, so. Moving on. We have Phoebe Bridger's next, which you all know she is, like, my favorite artist at the moment. She has been for a while. So I have her collab albums. She has two collab art albums. So this one is Better Oblivion Community Center. She collabed with Connor Oberst and came up with this album. This isn't my favorite, but I do enjoy it sometimes, like if I just want to kind of hang out in my room, maybe like just clean my room. I kind of like to throw this on. It's easy listening. It's, you know, not my favorite, but it's pretty good. And Boy Genius, which I shared in another video. This one she collabed with Lucy Dacus and Julian Baker. This is actually an EP. I really, really enjoyed this album. I wish they would make more music together because I think all three of their voices are amazing together. I actually think that they might be going on tour. I heard that, I'm not sure. Anyway, moving on. And Phoebe Bridgers, we got her first album, Stranger in the Alps, which was released in 2017. I love this album cover. So at her 1-year anniversary of this album, she actually revealed the original picture. This is actually her and her dog. And then, you know, they put like a ghost over her, but I thought it was funny. For her 1-year anniversary, she like revealed what was underneath the ghost. Super cute. I love the back too. I love the little ghost theme with this. And then we also have Punisher, which is probably my favorite Phoebe Bridgers solo album. This was the most recent one, and this is that really cool Sea Glass. I think I've mentioned this album maybe like 3 times on this channel, but I really love this. I just listened to this yesterday, actually. Really enjoy it. And it's that cool sea glass vinyl. Love it. Okay, and then we have finally for Phoebe Bridgers her little EP that this is actually her most recent release, but it's an EP, bright green vinyl, very cool. It's songs from Punisher, but it's just different instrumentation. There's like, they use like orchestral music for some songs off Punisher. I love this photo too, in the back. I love the vibe. I always use the word vibe, but I love it. Okay, moving on. We've got, ooh, Nirvana. So, I have Unplugged. If you have not seen Unplugged, great show, great performance. Love him with acoustic. It's not often you hear him, you know, playing acoustic, but all of the songs on here are phenomenal with the Unplugged version. We have In Utero, which is 2013 mix, so this is like a remastered version. And the inside, I love. Look at them. This is a remastered version. This is a mood. This right here is a whole mood. Love Nirvana, yes. In Utero, my favorite Nirvana album by far. Then we have Nevermind, enough said, great album. And Bleach, also a great album. Yeah, so moving on. Now we're going into Radiohead. Now, I don't have all of Radiohead's albums. I do have most of them. The only two I don't have is The Bends and Pablo Honey. So, I have In Rainbows, which in another video we mentioned, I think me and Tim went through our ranking of what we think is the best radio albums. This isn't in no particular order. But In Rainbows, awesome album. Kid A, awesome album. Amnesiac, also awesome album. Underappreciated album. King of Limbs, another underappreciated album. I love King of Limbs. This was the first Radiohead album that I bought. And then Okay Not Okay. This one is thick. She is thick. Like, she is a big, look at, 3 discs, insane. This is Okay Not Okay. I splurged and I got this. OK Computer is like one of my favorites. I think, here we go. With ranking Radiohead, it's almost impossible. Like, every day I could rank it something different. I could rank Radiohead albums differently. It depends on my mood. This usually lands in the top 3. I think in the video this was my number 1, but I love this album and I splurged, got the OK Not Okay. I figured, hey, might as well get, you know, OK Not Okay instead of just OK Computer. I splurged, bought myself this. Probably my thickest record. Like, this is thick. Okay, moving on. Hell to the Thief, also underappreciated album. I really like Hell to the Thief. A Moonshaped Pool, love A Moonshaped Pool. If you haven't listened to Radiohead, you need to, okay? Just do it. Moving on. Now we have Fleetwood Mac. Now, my dad loved Fleetwood Mac when he was younger, so he really got me into Fleetwood Mac. A lot of these were his. Some I bought. Like, I bought this one, which is the Belladonna Stevie Nicks album. Love, this is probably one of my favorite pictures of her. Love that with her little tambourine, so cute. So I have this one. I have Tango in the Night, which I bought this one too. I have this Fleetwood Mac Live. Is so good. The version of Landslide, I know Landslide like is overplayed, but it's like one of my favorite songs to play on guitar and also listen to, and I just love Stevie Nicks' voice in that song, but this version of Landslide is beautiful. The way it's like, almost like she feels like, it sounds like she's like gonna cry when she has so much emotion behind her voice, and I just love this version of Landslide. When I first listened to this, I was like, I'm so glad my dad had this, and I'm so glad I listened to this. It's so good. I love this live performance. I have Tusk, which I feel like is an underappreciated album. I got this one, and I have 2 versions of Rumors. I have one that was my dad's back when he was younger, that he bought, and then I have another one that is actually a clear vinyl. My place is haunted. Anyway, so Rumors, I have one that's a clear vinyl, and then one that my dad had when I was younger. So it's nice to have, you know, like an older version that maybe doesn't play. It skips kind of a lot. Like my dad played it a lot. So it's nice to have like a newer version, and it's clear. It's a clear vinyl, so that's cool. And I have just this Fleetwood Mac album, which looks like Rumors, but it's not. So, moving on. So that's all Fleetwood Mac. Now I have some Beatles in here. I have Revolver, great album, probably one of my favorites. Abbey Road, enough said. Rubber Soul, another one of my favorite Beatle albums. And then we got some like greatest hits here. We got just this Beatles greatest hits. It says 1967 to 1970. And then this was Rock and Roll Music Volume 2. This was $4.99. That's one thing I love doing is like looking at my dad's old records. Some of them still have like the tags on them, and just seeing the price differences. Like now, vinyls, like, I mean, I'm sure there were vinyls that were more expensive back in the day too, but like my OK Not OK was like $50. And most of these range to like, they range from like $15 to $20, where my dad's was like $3, $5. This was $4.99, like $7 at most. Like, it's insane. Anyway, nothing you can do about it, right? So, moving on, now we have Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd. I have Dark Side of the Moon. Great album. Love this album with all my heart. And The Wall, which was actually my dad's. It's kind of, this lighting in here is horrible. This was The Wall, the OG The Wall. My dad got this when he was younger. Very cool, right? I love this album. Growing up, I never listened to much of Pink Floyd. I knew a lot of songs off of The Wall, but the first time I listened to The Wall in full was when my dad showed me his collection, and I was like, oh my god. The Wall, one of my favorite Pink Floyd albums. I do want some more Pink Floyd albums for sure. So this will be expanding. This is very small. I do expect a whole wall of records one day, okay? I am gonna get there, but day by day. Now, moving on. Ooh. So you guys saw when I bought this when Tim and I went to Record Archive a while back. The Neutral Milk Hotel and The Airplane Over the Sea. Great album. If you haven't listened to it, you should. Very easy listening to. Love it. Anyway, moving on. Next, ooh, Billie Eilish. So I only have two Billie Eilish. Well, I think she only has two albums. Anyway, so I have her Happier Than Ever, which she just released. This is a really cool color. It's like a baby blue, sky blue vinyl. Love it. And then When We Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? This is also a really cool album. Very dark, very edgy. Anyway, so, and that picture is just spooky. I wanted to get a poster of this. I saw this poster in like a record store, and I was like, I don't know if I want her to be staring at me like that when I'm sleeping. But anyway, so that's what I have of Billie Eilish. And then we got some The Doors in here. I only have two. I have Waiting for the Sun, and then the Doors album. These are, like, Waiting for the Sun is probably one of my favorites. I would like to get LA Woman. I would like to get Morrison Hotel. So I will be expanding my Doors albums. And then two more here. We have Riot by Paramore. Very nostalgic. Brings me back to MySpace days and AIM days. This was actually my profile. If any of you are familiar with MySpace, Misery Business was my profile song. you don't know anything about MySpace, this is going to sound confusing to you, but if you do, you know what I'm talking about. All right, moving on. Last one, Jagged Little Pill, Alanis Morissette. Now this is also nostalgic because I had this my dad had this CD in my house when I was younger, like really young. I probably shouldn't have been listening to this album when I was super young, but I literally listened to this CD like every day on repeat for like a year straight. I don't know what it was. I loved this album. This is probably the only album I really like of hers. But yeah, loved the harmonica. She inspired me to get into playing the harmonica. I have like a whole set of harmonicas and I just play her songs all the time. She's super cool. This is a great album. If you haven't listened to it, you should. If not, you don't have to. Okay, so that's like mostly the albums that I listen to on a regular basis. Now I have the rest of my dad's vinyls, which I'm just gonna kind of go through quickly because there's like a lot, and there's a lot that I don't really know, I'm not familiar with, I don't listen to often, and some of these I think are actually my aunt's too. They got like mixed in together with my dad's at some point during moving or whatever. So anyway, we have the Rolling Stones. I actually really like this album. Comes with a cool poster too. I should definitely hang that poster in this room. I forgot about that. We have the Allman Brothers. We have the Who. This is a really cool album cover. I love this album cover so much. Let's see, more The Who. We have Doobie Brothers. Not too familiar with them. A lot of these albums I didn't even listen to, so I need to listen to these, and then maybe I will share with you guys like ones that I like or ones I recommend, or you know, whatever. Don Henley? I don't know. Moving on, we have Bad Company. We got Yes. There's a couple Yes albums in here. We have a couple Eric Clapton albums. I love this album cover with the guitar. So cool. And on the back, love that. Money and Cigarettes. Good album. Got some AC/DC. Can see my reflection in the... Hey guys. Okay. We got some Van Halen. Yeah. Here we go. I think this is a live concert. Pretty sure. Like I said, not too familiar with a lot of these vinyls because I haven't really taken the time to listen to them. I've been too busy trying to expand my collection. I haven't really listened to this one. I will though. Eventually. I will. Who Are You? We've got more Allman Brothers. We've got The Police. There's a couple of The Police albums in here. Bob Seger. Ted Nugent. Kind of going hard in the back here. Go off. I mean, killing it. We got some Genesis. I actually listened to this album, not too crazy. I'm sorry if any of you like Genesis. Not too crazy about it. I'm open to listening to any type of music. Like, I will listen to this, you know, if I'm super bored someday, but not too crazy about it. The Doobie Brothers got the best of the, or is it the Doobie Brothers? Yeah, Best of the Doobies. A lot of these are like best of or live. My dad liked listening to live performances more than like studio albums for some reason, which is cool. I actually respect that a lot. But we got some Eddie Money. We've got Foghat. There's a couple Foghat ones in here. We've got some Jeff Beck. Kind of a cool, I like that album cover. Got more Yes. The Police. I feel like I see this album everywhere. Like every record store I go into, I see that one, and I also see this Foreigner one too. I think I have two of these for some reason. I don't know why. We got some ZZ Top. My dad actually has quite a lot of ZZ Top in here. I don't mind ZZ Top. ZZ Top's cool. It's not something I listen to a lot, but every once in a while. Like I think I listened to this one. Pretty cool. Pretty good. More ZZ Top. We got some Rush. This was actually, I think I showed this one too in another video. This was my dad's one and only colored vinyl that he had when he was younger. And I was like, I have to keep this in my collection because, first of all, vintage. Second, it was my dad's first colored vinyl. Like, I love colored vinyl. I know there's like weird, like people don't really care for colored vinyls, but I love colored vinyls, so had to keep this one in there. I actually like Rush too. Not bad. We've got some Led Zeppelin, Coda. You know, I meant to ask my dad about this. Like, what? Steve Martin, a comedy show? I mean, interesting, but like, why? One of these days, I actually think I want to just listen to this. I love Steve Martin, so had to keep. I mean, why not? Why not have this in my collection? You can have whatever you want in your collection, you know. Anyway. Peter Frampton, very nice hair, goals, I'll never have hair like that, but, Warframpton, actually, Foreigner, I don't listen to much Foreigner, to be honest with you, but I just have it in here, because why not, ZZ Top, or, yeah, this is ZZ Top, ZZ Top, I think this is a Actually, I don't really know. Anyway, moving on. This is the Foreigner one again. I don't know why I have two of them. More Eddie Money. More ZZ Top. God, there's a lot of ZZ Top in here. Yes. This was referenced in School of Rock. Love School of Rock. I watched it recently and I was like, when he recommended to one of the kids listen to Yes. This album specifically, and I was like, oh my god, I have that vinyl. Anyway, more ZZ Top. Jeffrey Starship. I don't think I've ever listened to this before. This looks kind of cool though. Anyway, we're almost done here. Almost done here, folks. We're making it through. Here we go. Molly Hatchet. Not sure. It feels like this is like not brand new, but for like an old, like compared to my dad's other records, I feel like this one's like, it feels new. Like maybe he didn't. This could also be my aunt's too. I don't know. So my aunt's is mixed in here as well. Like I bet you any money, I know for a fact that my dad was not listening to this on a daily basis. Like this is definitely my aunt's. Jane Fonda's workout record. I mean, if my dad was listening to this, no judgment, but I'm pretty sure this is my aunt's. We have some Heart, which actually I think my mom got me this from like one of her friends' collections. I guess one of her friends collects a crap ton of records. Like he has like a whole wall, and he was just kind of giving them away. And my mom gave this one to me, so that was pretty cool. Oh, the Rolling Stones in concert. Pretty cool. I wonder if any of these have like posters. I need to go through all of these and like listen, but there's just so many. I don't know. I'm acting like this is a lot, like compared to most of your record collections, this is nothing. But to me, it's overwhelming. It's a lot. So, more Allman Brothers. We have Journey. Is it Journey? Yeah. And these ones, actually, I got at Record Archive. I don't think this one, actually. John Cougar. This was not. This is my dad's. This Carpenter's one, the Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Helen Reddy, and Barry White's Greatest Hits. These were the ones that I got in that, it was like a $5 mystery bag box thing, and it came, hi, and it came with all of these records that me and Tim kind of like took turns picking out of the bag. I have listened to Blood, Sweat, and Tears. You know, it was, or was it Carpenter's? No, it was Blood, Sweat, and Tears. it was interesting. This was 99 cents. Can we like talk about that? That's so cheap. I wish vinyl was that cheap still. Anyway, Blood, Sweat, and Tears I thought was interesting. There was a lot of like brass instruments, which I thought was interesting. I usually don't hear that in music I listen to today. So it was nice. I didn't love it, but you know what? We got all of these for like $5, so who cares, right? All music is great. I love listening to any kind of music. That's why I keep these in my collection, because there's never really a time where I'm listening to music and I'm like, oh my god, I hate this. Like, I listen to any type of music. I'm not super picky. But, yeah, wow. I feel like I just talked a lot. I did talk a lot. But this is my record collection. Started off with my dad's, which inspired me to get more. And, yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I am excited to see if you guys maybe like some of the records, maybe some of the records like my dad had, or some of the records I have. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say about them. This was actually kind of fun. I never like sat down and really went through all of my records. I usually just buy them and I put them in, and then I randomly throw them on the record player like occasionally. But yeah, this was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment letting me know what you guys think of my little collection. Maybe you can recommend some new, records based off of the ones I have, maybe ones that I would like that I haven't heard of before. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.